Hello everyone, I am Oracle Unicorn and this is your weekly reading for Aries. Yeah, so I'm going to do Aries reading, and I call my weekly reading Shaman Messages. So welcome to Shaman Messages. Thank you everyone for your likes, your subscribes, and share all over Facebook, because you never know who's going to see on your feed that may need this message as well. So thank you, namaste. And this is my universal deck. And if the music is too loud, just leave a comment below and let me know. I know you can kind of hear my fan. I have heard that in comments. It is very hot here. I have it on the lowest setting I can have though, alright? So please be patient with me. I'll be back at my dad's soon and there'll be air conditioning and I won't have my fan and stuff, but let me know if the music's too loud. I don't want it to drown me out, but I want it to be in the background sound too. Okay, anyway, what messages do we have for, is it upside down? No, but that card fell upside down. So I'm just going to leave it, but seeing how I did turn it again, I did turn it right side up. I feel you are at the gateway, Aries, of your healing. You are right there being able to see what it is when it comes to your healing, what is need, what type of view perspective that it's being switched to grant you your healing, okay? And it's going to require a lot of willpower and practice to really be able to have the result inside constantly in your everyday life. So the more practice you do, the more it becomes a habitual religious type thing for yourself, and the more you'll gain your personal power over it, because you do have the healing upside down, but I twisted it and turned it in, so and willpower into this, into the direction that you see is best suited for you, that you really would love to have in your initial environment. Think about what kind of daily living activities you want to have a habit of doing, and you don't have to constantly force yourself into these things. You just kind of gradually work them into your life, instead of trying to force yourself into certain things and completely turn off and on of the light. It makes things harder. Yeah, it totally makes it harder on yourself. So I would not suggest to do it that way. Just kind of slowly and surely put it in. It kind of when you think about it, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do it here. Don't give it a time schedule necessarily yet, because you're still practicing it being in your daily life. So giving it a time schedule kind of makes it kind of like forcing yourself to forced to do something, instead of allowing yourself the freedom per se to be able to integrate it into your daily living. Okay, so that's what I feel is really going to help you to rise up into your healing and gain you a lot of progression towards the path that you're really being called to by your ancestors. That's actually going to grant you a lot of emotional fulfillment, even financial fulfillment, because you're going to be really understanding what it is that you do want to see in your everyday life, and how you're going to be able to build that into your life, and how you're stripping away illusions that no longer suits you or fits you or causes you to feel suppressed in your life, you're going to start really observing everything around and what is that makes you feel more happy and enjoy it being in your environment, and what kind of brings you down or doesn't sit right with you. And with patience and time, you're going to understand how to be able to work all of this for yourself in your life. That's really going to help you to be able to kind of feel like a sense of purpose in your life, because it's not necessarily that, oh, you found a purpose in your life, now you feel all complete. It's necessarily like allowing yourself to have your own purpose in your life that is very emotionally fulfilling, and that will lead you to like your 10 of cups basically, and your 9 of cups feeling in your life, okay? And that's what's going to really help you out of your fickles, things that may seem like kind of like obstacles in your way, but breathe through them and just keep your focus on your goal, and step-by-step goal too, not like the overall huge big goal, but like little goals that you are kind of like your building blocks towards your bigger goal, okay? So you can see your own progress in the matter, okay? So you really see how you are gaining your steps to be able to receive this transformation, okay? And through this transformation, you're going to feel as if you're being tricked, but don't like listen to that, because that's old energy, kind of like habits of your old energy kind of trying to come back in. And with practice and patience and observance and awareness of how you're feeling about what's going on is what's really going to grant you that more of that fire energy to push you towards, you know, your progression that you have an understanding of, and kind of like allowing, not even ripping away the illusions, but allowing the illusions to fall away out of your life. Like people saying you have to do this, or society says that you have to do this to be able to acquire this. You're no longer listening to that. You're more listening to your inner journey of your own willpower and what calls out to you, and observing how you feel with the directions you feel you need to take, and not what other people say you need to take, okay? And it's going to take a lot of patience, because you, even though you've came to this truth, those that are closest to you, that love you, may not necessarily agree with this truth, but it's asking you to really be able to stand in your power about that. I feel you need the Shaman deck. I was trying to figure out what deck is going to be for y'all, and it's definitely going to be the Shaman deck. Y'all have come in, oh my goodness, yes. Y'all have come into a serious, like, new view about your own direction. That is going to require a lot of patience and willpower, but, like, persevere, because the more you allow yourself to be able to, follow within your heart of things, what you feel has a calling, pull to your heart and your intuition, and you're going to be able to follow that, and there are going to be people that feel as if they're like helping, and that are just going to try to deter you. But at the same time, you're going to progress above that and give understanding. That was the point I was trying to get at with the patience, is you're coming into that understanding and seeing to that level of knowing that sometimes that it's hard for, well, technically sometimes it's hard for those that don't have as high of an understanding in your own grounding and what you want to do, especially within themselves. since how you have more of an understanding with yourself about this, it's hard for them to come to that understanding for themselves, for you, if you see what I'm saying. So you have to allow the patience to be there, to where, like, you're not going to overly explain yourself about this, because then they're just taking too much of your energy and trying to force an understanding that is like 20 steps above theirs. They have to go through 20 more steps before they can understand what the hell you're even talking about. They can only understand it from their own level, which is not what is best for you in your eyes, but it is what is best that they feel in their own level of understanding. And so you're kind of gaining that more or less responsibility of kind of like agreeing to disagree, but you have more compassion, because you're like, well, you know, I wish I could explain this to you, I wish I could show you, but it's like, don't say this to them, because it's very offensive, and it can cause more blockages in your path, because that's something then you're gonna have to heal later on. But it's like, this is how you'll feel, is like, you'll feel more compassion, because you'll wish that you could help them to understand at your kind of level, but knowing that divine timing in their own level of growth, right? And that's what I feel is coming up with this when it comes to a lot of these things. And it could be with an air sign, because you do have the air sign upside down here. But you're also coming into your own stance and truth with your own ascension power, which is what I see coming up here. And you're coming out of a period of rest and going into a journey of reunition with yourself and your forever partner that is supposed to help you within this journey too. So yeah, good job. You're getting up, allowing the healing, the grounding to take place. The progression of grounding and action is going very fast forward, okay? And the work you're putting to your path is going to definitely pan out. It's not going to be slow and steady anymore. It's pretty close to being here. You even have divine timing to really, I'm going to put that in clarifying the middle into your destined path of your heart. Yeah, you're kind of like avoiding the tower mode, which I feel is very good for this, because of the people that, yeah, because you're going into retreat. So that you can really think about this jump that you're going to make into a new beginning, of also stripping all the illusions away. Some of you, it's actually a big, like, jump and move. It's not going to be a tower moment, but yet inside it feels as if it kind of is a tower moment, but it turns into something extremely, like, gratifying for you, emotionally. Yeah, very happy. Wow, I said that before I saw this card. Joy. Very happy. Oh my gosh, I'm getting, wow, this is getting stronger for me. Oh, I can't wait till I can go in the Renaissance. That is my goal. I'm going to go in the Renaissance, travel around, and then I can, like, do this, like, y'all can have complete access to me in person over this. Because, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like, I'm just it's almost like that psychic thing where someone holds up a card and you have to guess that card. Well, it's not like I'm guessing the card. It's like I'm speaking about what is being, message that's being relayed before I see the card, and then the card literally is doing what I have always told everyone, is the card's technically backing me up in exactly what I'm feeling and being led to say, which really shows my gifts in a way. And that's what this celebration is going to be about, when you start really being able to see within your environment and what you feel and what you believe, and that is being brought as seen true for you, which is what I was expressing about myself within this little card thing that happened here. And you're stepping into your strength and your own power and having patience about everything. Even though it's upside down, it's telling me to let you know that you have been having a hard time. I mean, yeah, you're transitioning into calmer waters within yourself, even if there's going to be things that will try to get in your way. You're going. It's like you're going to calmer waters because you are becoming the calmer water. Okay, which is really impressive for Aries. I mean, they're so like go 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 fast fast, like progress go, like, which I do see a lot of that going, but I feel it's more mentally. See, you're stepping through into your transformation, and releasing negative like things in your path that are causing suppression towards your own emotional growth, for your emotional fulfillment. And that's where this reunion card is coming from, and this divine timing. It's divinely to happen now. However, it is happening. Even if you don't quite understand it now, have patience and observe everything that's going on, because you will have a higher understanding later after you work through this, and you'll be able to gain more of that wisdom through those lessons that being instilled to you. So have patience and calmness and being the calm river through these lessons that are being opened up for you as like what's happening around you, because you don't allow it to be a tower moment, but yet your new beginning and your jump into your calmer waters. Okay, and it gives you a lot of growth. It's like fast, like chariot movement and balance and progression into your growth, and it's no longer like something you're working so hard for that's like coming so slowly. Like, no, it's gaining movement. Okay, anything else for Aries? Oh, they say about this decision that's also coming up, have patience with making this decision, because the wisdom will come to you about which direction that emotionally it's going to come from your heart and your intuition about which direction will be more joyful for you. It will be kind of like a celebration type thing for you, and coming together with your own seeker-like path within, okay? Into your own ascension of your own truths and standing in your own truths. I mean, being able to know like what your own truth is and what you believe, as to what people tell you what is true and tell you what to believe. You'll start finding that more inside for yourself and what resonates with you. Just like same with the tarot cards, it teaches you how to be able also, when you watch these videos, how to really be able to resonate with things around you, like when you feel like paying attention to your feelings and the fire within, into what direction to go. You're going to be able to practice and understand how to pause before taking action, instead of like seeing it take action, seeing it take action, seeing it take action, seeing it take action. You're going to be able to sit and pause and feel which action to take and which action to hold back and not take. And that's one of the biggest like ending of your tower moments you're going to have. And it's no longer going to be an issue of having tower moments. You're just going to see and understand laws of divine timing. Okay. Okay, the fairies want to come out. Let's see. What kind of messages do you have for our dear Aries? What kind of messages do you have for our dear Aries? That is quite a bit of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh, wow. I see why you needed all of them. Okay. So it's like you kind of have this had this dark gloom kind of thing within yourself that you are moving out of, okay? You are moving out of, and you were admiring the beautiful pieces and talents from other people, but not turning around and seeing them within you, because here they are, like, waiting for you to kind of look down at them and, like, see, that you have that much admiration in yourself. What it is that you are outwardly, like, admiring and seeking. It's asking you to come back in and speak to your heart about it and see that you have it too. That jewel is in you too. And that you just need to take that leap into the depths of you, and seeing the truths of you, and going and jumping into the eyes of your own abyss, and brightening out your own stars in a way. So kind of becoming your own sky and taking a leap of faith into this, and it becomes very futures for you. It goes like this: like, you jump into, like, your beautiful retreat of fulfillment and understanding, wisdom, and a big level up of alchemically seeing what's meant for you to see, and being able to step into your divinely, universally guided joy, fulfillment, and, like, 10 of Cups. You change the alchemical makeup of your own a soul of what you believed, and be able to really open up the stars within you, from the abyss of the depths that you thought you were, that you're walking out of, and seeing the true beauty into your true future, one step at a time. You're allowing yourself to be able to hone in and focus more on the baby steps towards your bigger picture, instead of looking at your bigger picture and just kind of, like, focusing on that and not really knowing what steps to take towards that. You're focusing on the little goals towards what those goals can potentially grow into. You're focusing on the little pieces before you and putting those together, almost like allowing your foundation, which is why you don't end up with the tower moment technically anymore, because of the fact that you then work on your foundation than just the tower, basically, so that the tower doesn't come down because your foundation wasn't sturdy enough. Okay. What kind of messages can we get for Aries of the energies of the moon? And thank y'all so much. Thank you, ancestors, so much for all the beautiful messages and allowing me to be able to really bring in the message that is most needed for every zodiac. Thank you. Okay. Nothing is yet in stone. If you're worried about certain things being set in stone, and that maybe you wouldn't be able to accomplish that, it's not yet set in stone. It's time for a healing, and the end of your tough cycle is coming to an end, and yeah, time for your healing, which is going into that self-growth of a higher level of understanding, which and then result makes your vibration of a higher level, that you become more of a higher vibrational person because you understand your own happiness and what it is and what it looks like. So nothing is yet set in stone for you, because you then are pulling this alchemical makeup card out of your back pocket and saying, no, this is not the life I'm meant to live. Like, what I want is fulfillment and happiness, and that's what I'm going to get. And you do. You persevere through everything. You understand and how to be able to be one of calmness and healing, and lay this whole thing out before you, okay? So no worries. It's coming out for you. It just takes a little more inner work is what I'm seeing. Into a different way of seeing and viewing things. Oh yeah, because you're emotionally just you're going inwards and looking more at your emotions. You're honoring more of your water energy, even though you're Aries, which is fire. But using too much of that fire doesn't really work. Just like too much fire in the woods is going to completely destroy the woods instead of just enough fire, and then add some water, like maybe rain, and it cleanses the woods, but the woods are still there. And also it helps fertilize new seeds. And so with you doing that, with your fiery passions of life and what you want to see in your journey, you're looking more within at your emotions and the beautiful gift, and connecting more spiritually outside of you with your ancestors, your guides, and to understanding your directions of choices and paths you want to make for yourself. So with this, and you're starting to see the omens, the guides of your healing that is helping you in this direction. Wow, like this kind of in the beginning looked a little bit grayish to me. Now I see nothing but an immense amount of color, and that tends to happen to me with my cards. No matter how long I've had my cards, there's weird things happen within them that it's like taking off a veil, and that is what is being happened for you, and you're starting to really truly see the colors within the black and the white. So you have, it's like your dark aspects and your light aspects, but then bringing them together to create a whole immense amount of rainbow colors, okay? And colors and joy within your life, okay? Yeah, because it's just, that was wild how I just like did that to my eyes. It was, I swear it was like it was black and white, and now it just totally like kind of, I see nothing but immense amount of color out of it. That was beautiful. Okay. So, we'll read the book. Alright, Aries. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you're coming into your completion. Alright, Pelican. I am Pelican, the bridge of the head and the heart. I am careful observation. I am planning with room for negotiation. I am the skills you need to reach the goal at hand. I am unfettered. Unfettered. Unfettered? Unfeathered? There's no TH? Okay. unfettered. Unfettered determination. I am the use of team dynamics. Your outlook is too heavy. Your viewpoint too restricted. What you require is a greater adaptability. I am the release of expectation. I am the effortless flow of one thing to another. I am your need to let things unfold and take the best catch. Okay. Let things unfold and then feel within which direction is best for you, okay? You may well be tripping over your own feet. Stay focused, but do not lose sight of the bigger picture. You will always find what you need. You are positive and productive. You are effortless and inquisition. You are abundant in resources. You are Pelican. Alright. Thank y'all so much. I greatly appreciate your likes, subscribes, and share all over Facebook. You never know who else could need this message. Thank y'all so much. I am Oracle Unicorn, and I will see you next week. Bye.